Good morning, collective. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Sunday. Hey, everybody. I hope you guys are doing well and very well. Welcome to Earth Mother Oracle Messages. If you're new to the channel, welcome. A beautiful, warm, gracious welcome to you. Thank you so very much for being here. If you're returning, hey there, hey, welcome back. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to do a general energy spread this morning. I was thinking about y'all this morning, so I figured I'll get on and do a reading before I go to work. So let's see what's in the energy, guys. I hope y'all had a good weekend. Mine has been really busy. I need to take a few days and get some sleep, but child, I got shit to do. Okay, let's get started here. Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit, please provide me with clear and concise messages here for my divine soul tribe, my divine collective soul tribe. What would you like them to know here, Spirit? What would you like them to be aware of? What insight would you like them to glean from these messages here, okay? What would you like them to know? What should they be aware of, okay? What's going on in the collective's energy here, okay? My ancient divine ancestors, my loved ones, my past on loved ones that I love so very dearly. Closest to the sun, those and those only that answer to the voice and the will of Christ Jesus, my Lord and Savior. Please provide me with precision, okay, precision, details, as it relates to the insight that I glean from the universal consciousness. Okay, y'all. Let's see. Alright, what's the message, Holy Spirit? We have the Four Swords. So somebody could be in their head here. Okay. Four Swords in the Tower. Somebody could be having a realization here, or like realizing something here. Somebody, there could be a spiritual revelation here. Okay. An emotional revelation here. Okay. Somebody could, someone could be meditating, praying, okay? I want to say thinking as well, which is the same thing here, okay? Someone could be in the midst of prayer, meditation here, and then have a breakthrough, okay? Four Swords, the Tower, and the Ace of Cups here, okay? I'm also getting a traumatic passing here, okay? But whoever this is, they're going on to glory here. Four Swords and the Tower. This is a traumatic or unexpected passing here of someone passing and going on to glory here. But on the other hand, somebody is having a spiritual awakening here, okay? Somebody is in their head a lot, okay? Deep meditative contemplation here. Okay, somebody may, with the Four Swords and Tower and Ace of Cups, somebody may be gaining access, direct access to the subconscious mind, okay? Somebody may learn how to access the subconscious mind through prayer and or meditation here, okay? Somebody may also have a nightmare, maybe having nightmares, okay? Omens, devastating dreams here. These are also catastrophic premonitions here, things of the future here with Four Swords, the Tower, and Ace of Cups here, okay? Somebody may also be recognizing how they really feel about somebody, okay? Somebody may be going through like a an awakening here. It's as if somebody is recognizing or coming to the realization that something or someone makes them happy here, okay? That someone or someone is truly enlightened here, okay? Or is truly an enlightened being here, an enlightened force here, okay? Somebody may also manifest something here, okay? Somebody may be praying for something, asking God for something here, not realizing that they are manifesting here, and it may, the strength and power of one's thoughts and one's mind may truly call something in here unexpectedly as well here, okay? What's the Ace of Cups and the Sun? Ace of Cups and the Sun here. Okay. Yeah, this is woulda, coulda, shoulda energy here, okay? What's the Two of Pentacles? Knight of Pentacles. What's the Empress? Okay. So this is somebody here, like I said, that is coming into the realization of something here, okay? Somebody is realizing how they really feel about somebody. This could be a masculine as to a feminine here, okay? A man could be realizing that he really do have strong feelings for a female here, okay? This masculine could also be recognizing that he played games with, juggled, or breadcrumbed a real life divine empress here with the Two of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Empress, and the Ten of Pentacles here, okay? This is somebody realizing, okay, and with the Four Swords in the Tower, realizing and going through that mental and emotional turmoil, tumultuous process of, I wish I would have did this, I should have did this, I could have did this differently. You know, the woulda, coulda, shouldas here, okay, regarding this Ace of Cups, the Sun, and Six of Pentacles here. Somebody is recognizing what they had, okay, now that it's gone here, okay. Somebody didn't realize that they had true love, true happiness, okay, a real divine give and take here. This is somebody, this is, and this is pretty specific here as to a male and a feminine energy here, okay. This is a man that's recognizing that he truly did have, a divine, a good woman, a good quality woman that was on his side, willing to do an authentic give and take here with the Six of Pentacles here. Okay, somebody that was willing to be his counterpart, his divine counterpart, that was willing to put in the work with him, okay, that was willing to engage in an authentic give and take here, okay. And I say that because nowadays a lot of people, they get in relationships just to get, you know, just to receive. Sometimes, well, a lot of times, relationships are looked at like a come up or like a source of substance here, okay, where if I start dating such and such, you know, I can get this, or I can do this, or I'll have access to this. You know, it's not for real love. It's not for, you know, for the sake of being booed up, you know, having somebody that you can call your own here. A lot of people are not in relationships for that reason. Nowadays, it's about what I can get from you here. Okay, Two of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. What can I get from you? How is this benefiting me? And it, that mindset completely obliterates the fact that a relationship is a give and take. It's a two-way street. You know, you can't come in somebody's life and expect them to do things the way you want things to be done, or to give you, and you not give back, or you not compromise, or for hell's sake, you not have shit to give back. You know, people don't think about that nowadays. You know, you have men that get into relationships with women, specifically women who have access to resources, or, you know, have good jobs, have good careers, you know, and they, especially single women, you get these men that, you know, love bomb them and court them into a romance or a relationship, a supposed relationship, because they feel like, well, you know, she's single, she's been single forever. God forbid this woman is a single mother. Oh, well, ain't nobody around, it ain't no man around, so I can get what I want and I can do what I want. No, you cannot. No, you absolutely cannot. Not only is that wrong and fucked up, but you'll end up cursing yourself by mistreating innocent women and children just because you want to come up, or just because you feel like you can. How would you feel if somebody treated your mama like that? How would you feel if somebody treated your daughter like that, or your sister? This is the type of man that this is, that'll mistreat a woman and her children because he want this or he want that, trying to take advantage of the vulnerability of single women, or single women and children here. Okay? But completely obliterate the fact that, hey, this might be a pure soul. Hey, this might really be a decent person that I could really do something with, until after the fact. You know, hindsight is 20/20 type shit. Okay? Now somebody laid up Oh, I wish I would have did this, and oh, I could have did this, and she really was this, and blah, 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 blah. Bye, okay? This is why so many women are single, I'm telling you. This is exactly why so many women are single and why so many women opt to just take care of their kids by themselves, because people be on fuck shit here. And they try to take advantage of the vulnerability of a female-headed household, okay? Or a single feminine who got her shit together, okay? They literally try to take advantage of that, okay? Now somebody is in mental conflict here, okay? This is also the Hangman and the Five of Wands. This is somebody having a hard time accepting the reality of what they're recognizing, which is that they're a fucked up person here, okay? This is somebody that is in conflict with themselves here regarding reality here, okay? This is somebody that live in a skewed reality here, okay? A skewed consciousness here, okay? This is somebody that'll lay up and think about, damn, you know, I shouldn't have did that. You know, I shouldn't have treated him like that. I shouldn't have treated her like that. That was fucked up, you know. And then hop right back up and do the same shit all over again. This is this type of energy. Four of Swords, Tower, Hangman, Five of Wands. We'll get right back up and do the same shit again, okay? What's the Queen of Cups here? Okay. So collective, for those of you who are like spiritualists, okay, intuitives, okay, I'm not going to say religious. The Queen of Cups, Page of Cups, these are, this is specifically regarding like spiritual women who are more spiritual than religious, okay, women who are actual spiritualists, okay, who have spiritual beliefs or live their lives by a spiritual perspective, or from a spiritual perspective here. People who think that they know a little something may be in conflict with your spiritual nature here, okay, your intuitive gifts, your intuitive knowledge here, okay? Ignore these fools, okay, because that's truly what it is, okay? They're fools. They're very foolish. People who debate, fight, and criticize others' spiritual beliefs, spiritual knowledge, spiritual wisdom, spiritual understanding are foolish, okay? People who are spiritual, okay, or have knowledge, spiritual wisdom, okay, they don't debate. They conversate, they exchange wisdom here, okay? They engage in a Six of Pentacles here, a back and forth, a give and take, you know. I share this with you. This is what I know. You take it or leave it. You share your knowledge and wisdom with me, and I take it or leave it. You know, there's a maturity here in the essence of the giving and taking here. That's why everybody who has a platform, we always say, take what resonates or leave the rest here. That is a beckoning into mature decision making and mature intuitive analysis here. Okay, you have to be wise enough to take what resonates with you and throw that other shit out. And that's not just with tarot. That's not just in the spiritual community. That's in life in general. when you meet people, when you're at the store, when you're buying things, when you're exchanging energy with people. You have to know what to engage in and what not to, what to receive and what to reject. You have to be wise enough and mature enough to do that. 4 swords, tower, hangman, and 5 of wands. Don't nobody who know real shit is gonna criticize and talk shit about what somebody else know. Okay? Because a real spiritual person, a real person with real divine wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, higher learning here, okay? They're not gonna give a fuck, okay, about what somebody else's, what they have against you. Let's say if there's a spiritualist that knows more than another, the one that don't know as much as the other one is not gonna give a shit. Nobody care. You are where you are, and I am where I am, and that's just what it is. Mature people don't engage in that competitive edge here. Okay, you are who you are, and I am who I am, and that's just what it is. Take it or leave it. These are fools here. People who try to criticize and compete with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding here, that's foolish. This is child's play here. People trying to compete with you about what you know, what you've learned, what God has given you. That's stupid. You know what you know, just like they know what they know, and that's just what it is. It ain't no competition. Okay? Give me more on this. These are people that are not realizing here with the 7 of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Page of Cups, and Queen of Cups. These are people that's trying to compete with you, and your knowledge, wisdom, and understanding comes directly from God. It comes directly from the heavens. It may not look like that to these people because of the level that they're on, but that's not your problem. That's not your problem. And it ain't got nothing to do with you. You know what you know to be true. And they know what they know to be true. And that's just what it is. It ain't no, I know better than you. And, you know, if you're this, you wouldn't be doing this. No, that's bullshit. That is absolute bullshit. God, the universe, the divine, the great spirit, however you want to refer to it, deals with everybody differently. Okay? That's why there's different animals. That's why there's different aspects of beauty, different aspects of fashion here. Okay? The universe is multifaceted. Multifaceted. There is no ending to the differences that are present in the universe. So what one divine feminine may do is going to be different from another divine feminine. What one divine masculine may do is going to be different from it's going to be different than another divine masculine. Look at all of the different churches here. Don't every church do the same thing. Not every preacher does the same thing. Not every witch does the same thing. Not every warlock does the same thing, okay? Not every tarot reader on YouTube presents themselves the same way. Foolish. You're supposed to be different. You're supposed to do things differently. That is a manifestation of the Most High God. You're supposed to show up different. That's the point. These are people that's working hard to compete with you and show you up. When you're already in your divine purpose, you already know what you know to be true because it's been proven to you over and over and over and over again. And like I said in the beginning, they're just realizing stuff, okay? You know a pure soul when you see a pure soul. These MFers don't. Foolish. You can't tell somebody who they are or what they're supposed to do, and you can't even recognize a good person when you see a good person, let alone treat a good person, a decent human being, in a respectful and honorable way. You're a clown. You're a fool. The Bibles tell you that. Give me more here. This is insane. Trying to compete with somebody about knowledge and wisdom here, but can't even recognize when you meet a good person. Not temperance coming right out. Child, I ain't got to make it up at all. This is somebody, this is like men or women that's sitting around bashing men or bashing women here. Oh, well, these niggas ain't shit, and oh, these bitches ain't shit. But soon as they meet somebody that is about something, okay, that is quality, that is doing something with their life, they don't even recognize it, can't even see it. Four Swords, Tower, Hangman, Five of Wands, okay? Fools. This is a lot of good energy right here. Ace of Cups, Sun, Temperance, Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Empress, Ten of Pentacles, Seven of Wands. This is great energy here. Okay? And somebody's brain is over here working overtime because they don't know true wisdom. They don't know true knowledge here. Okay? This is somebody that's mundane. This is mundane versus the divine here. Okay? This is somebody that's finite versus somebody that's infinite. This is a finite mind here, okay? A concrete mind versus an infinite mind here. An immortal mind, an immortal being here, okay? And you can't even see it. Can't make it up. Ten of Wands, sideways. What's the Ten of Wands? Four of Wands and Temperance here. These are also people or a person here that may be in internal turmoil here about collective you relieving yourself of some kind of burdens here. Okay, you working through challenges here, working on yourself, working on your life here. This is like bossing up, glowing up here, okay? You working through challenges, barriers, and obstacles here and balancing things out here. And people are in internal conflict about this here. Okay, you being on your divine path here, you accepting your divine calling here, you doing the self-analysis, the self-evaluation, doing the work, facing the shadows, facing your demons here, recognizing your worth, engaging in self-love here. You're changing here. You've changed here. Okay, you've grown, healed, and evolved here. And it has caused you, contributed to your success, your health, and your evolution here. And people are in conflict about that. Or somebody particular is in conflict about that. That's crazy. That's just utterly crazy. I heard out of the body and into the mind. What does that mean? Okay, what does that mean? Okay, what's the Lovers and Knight of Cups here? These are also people that, you know, with the Lovers, the Devil, and the Ten of Wands sideways, the Lovers, the Knight of Cups, and the Devil. These are people that did not see your true value when you were present in their life here. Okay, these are people that intentionally presented as an obstacle, as a barrier in your life because you didn't measure up in their eyes. But in reality, you were the full damn cup. The full cup. But because they're unevolved, because they're finite, they can't see. They can't see. Okay? they don't have the true divine spark. They don't have the true divine spark here. These are people that are obsessed with your growth, your evolution, and your healing. These are also people that may be in their mind about like, why you? Well, I'll tell you why, the collective. God blesses the child that has his or her own. Meaning that God will bless you if you're willing to take up your bed and walk. If you're willing to accept the fact that you've made mistakes, accept the fact that you've made poor decisions here. Okay, accept the fact that you did something wrong, whatever that may be. Well, Lord, yeah, I mismanaged my finances, so I'm going to deal with this karmic lesson here. And while I'm dealing with this karmic lesson here, I'm going to learn to manage my finances. I'm going to learn to be more grateful. I'm going to learn to be more practical. And while I'm doing this, I'm going to live a good life. I'm still going to be good to people. I'm still going to be kind to people. I'm still going to acknowledge you as the Most High God. I'm still going to give praise and honor to your name and to the divineness of my ancestors, of which I've come from. I'm also going to face any challenges, barriers, or blockages that my ancestors did not face. If you don't have that kind of spirit, that kind of mindset, you will stay stuck. God blesses people who does the work. Okay? If you're willing to do the work, you can ascend and you'll get the same blessings that the divine ones do. Okay? But if not, you're only going to repeat cycles. You're going to stay stuck in curses. You're going to stay stuck in karmic cycles while others move on. This is bonanza. But the ones that be constantly stuck in karmic cycles are the same ones that proclaim to have the divine knowledge and, you know, the top-notch warlocks and the baddest witches and the baddest spiritualists. And no, you're not. You're a page. You're a page, honey. Okay. What's the Page of Pentacles? Miss D ain't gotta make it up. Okay? A fool. A fool. A peon and a fool. That's funny. And ending up in regret. As always. And the regret, the Five of Cups, is falling out on the devil. That is the repetition of karmic cycles. Okay? You see, when it comes to karmic feminines and divine feminines, karmic masculines and divine masculines, this isn't a competition, okay? It's not a competition. It is a metaverse, okay? A cyclical metaverse in which we can recognize moments when we are karmic. Miss D has been karmic. Miss D has absolutely been karmic, okay? Everybody has been karmic. Another way of looking at being karmic is being in sin, okay? That's another terminology for karmic. When you are living a sinful nature. Now, there's a difference between sinful acts and living in a sinful nature. Totally different things, because as the great Erykah Badu says, I am a sinner and I'm probably gonna sin again. Lord, forgive me, okay? Lord, forgive me. There's a difference between sinful acts and living in sinful nature. That's karmic. When you're living in a sinful nature, and sometimes when we are living in a sinful nature and we are in karmic patterns, we don't know. We don't know. Okay? Because we've been born into it. Our parents was that way. Our cousins was that way. Our siblings was that way. People in our neighborhood was that way. We just don't know. We're unawakened. But when you have an opportunity to experience something different, when you meet somebody that's different from you, when you meet somebody that live differently from you, look differently from you, when you have opportunities to learn something new, explore something new, that is the divine giving you here a Knight of Cups. That is the divine giving you the Lovers and the Knight of Cups. And it doesn't have to be romantic. This could be school. This could be profession. It could be anything. That is the Lovers and Knight of Cups. That is a divine offering you an opportunity, a spiritual opportunity to learn something new, to develop a new skill, to develop a new pattern in life. But many people reject it because it's different. It's different. It's not what we used to. Well, mom and them didn't do that, so I'm not going to do that. No. My mama and daddy didn't do that, so I never do that. No. My ex did it this way, so surely the new woman, the new man should be doing it this way too. No. That's karmic. It's uninsightful. It's unintelligent. All things should be new. Every time you meet a new person, the encounter should be different. It should give a different feel. There is a difference between a sinful act and willfully living in a sinful nature. That's what makes you karmic. Divine feminines and divine masculines do still sin. But we're not living in a sinful nature. We're not willfully hurting people. We're not willfully stealing, taking from people, attacking people, negating the divine. That's the difference. This ain't no competition. This ain't no competition. This is a conscious fight for the soul. And divine feminines and divine masculines, we want our souls. We love our souls. We love the divine. So we're going to adhere to what needs to be adhered to so we can keep the balance in our souls and save our children and future generations. This is not the time to be living willy-nilly. But we all have free will. Until next time.